remember those days. I remember those days. I remember
those days. I remember those days. I remember those days.
I remember that day I was still a chick in the man house, saw 10 shit in the cabinet, lily white bricks, crumbs in the napkin, I almost wiped with. I remember that day, me flying rally, came off the train, went down house, they backed us down, 12 in the morning, on my B-day, I thought that shit was funny. You can take this money, but you ain't taking nothing. I remember that day that shot Rugery. Got the call that him and Cloud Nick in the hospital. This shit cannot be true. I remember that day was supposed to call Riley, never called Riley. Got the call that they killed my boy Riley. What the fuck is up? Life's a bitch, and when I see ya, I'ma fuck. Tell her kiss of death, I won't fuck her. Revenge is a must. Until the bastards you clash with the luckies up. That just push your number up. Ends come out, cut them up. Little pieces, cut them up. I remember that day, about as clear as day. July 4th, 02 Edna passed away. Not my grandmother, a year before, I just lost my great-grand. I remember days when I seen VA and the news robbing some NBA man. And the day and PA when they found June slaying. Every day with the man, count cash second. And he let me count my first grand. I remember those days. 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 Yeah, I remember those days. 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 Yeah, I remember. On this day I had to be just a baby one. Me and Pep Swogan robbed the icy mom with the fake gun. Right at 81. We was at lunch, had to get our eating on. Cheese you eating on, we gon' beat you home. And this is just another day with my niggas sold. Whatever I got to my name, he gets 64. He bang, but you don't need a gang, is what he told me. So ATM the clan, I remember when he showed me how to tote it. Gave me baby 9, said hold it. And if you get jammed, better throw it or blow it, this is stolen. I remember when the man used to scoop it. About 100 yams in the hoop, smelling like toothpaste. See, not get exchanged for the cookie. Got him in it, juice me. Got him in it, juice me. Yeah, I remember the day came at it. I had to be the dead at the Mac with the 20 phones at it. That's that shit that happened. Like that man grab him, lace him on straight jab him. Grab him, wallet, he can cash out the pocket or watch him. And he may have a knife, and this can be a stab. And that's not even having. After you go through that, and you gotta split it half and half. Getting struck in dice was the aftermath. Go get you a meal with the last of cash. And give him meat till you grab the bag on the blunt. Yeah, I got had. Yeah, I remember those days. 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 Yeah, I remember those days. 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 Yeah, I remember.